So charging this, super easy. You'll see it has these little holes here. You just pull this off and then pull it out. This is the USB, which means anytime you're driving in your car, you notice it's low, you're sitting anyway, so you don't need the pedometer, right? So you just pop it into the USB port of your car, face it the right direction. You'll know it's the right direction because it'll hum and you will get a visual. Well, no, I missed it. Hold on. There. So let me do it again. Alright, so that's how you know you've got it the right direction. Any USB port, you will never have to worry about did you bring your charging cable. Not a problem. Once it's fully charged, of course, you just take it off and put the USB back in there and pop those in. All of 2 seconds really. And when you want to visually see things, you just push this button here. Now the one thing I have to say about this is that this button can be harder to push. I mean, right here like this, not hard at all. My thumb goes on it fine. But on my wrist, I'm not quite getting the finger underneath to support it. I'm not getting the squeeze pincher part. I'm just pushing and it is much harder to get a reaction. So there is that to consider. If you've got strong fingers, that's probably not an issue. If you have weak fingers, that may end up being an issue for you. The pros of this, okay, now the cons are, well, the button is really hard to push for me. And the other con is I don't know. To me, it's not as smooth of a look as some. But then it's also a pro because of the fact that you can change out the color of your bands. You saw how this comes off? You can just buy different colored bands and you're set. You can match your wardrobe beautifully. So, you know, pro, con, it's all in how you look at it. One of the definite pros is that this seems to be far more accurate at measuring my steps than my favorite pedometer that I have, which is actually very smooth to me. See, this is my favorite that I wear all the time, and it is a nice smooth look. I like it very, very much, but it is not very accurate, to be honest. So it's a vanity thing, and that's it. It will record all of my movements at night, so when I wake up in the morning, I am already at 300, 400 steps. Yeah, so that's not good. Then my gestures, I tend to gesture a lot. It seems to record those as steps. That's not steps. I could be sitting on my butt watching TV and gesturing at the TV, and it's going to count that as exercise. That's not exercise. So that's the con here. Pro, this one is far more accurate. So that's a good thing. Let me see here. Pushing the button, we do have time. When you sync it up with your phone, you don't have to change anything. It syncs to your phone and then it automatically knows the time. It has all the information it needs. Here's your steps. This would be from midnight. It reset itself, and I have not worn it since then because I am now in the process of testing another pedometer. So we are clear, obviously accurate as heck, because I have not taken any steps since midnight on this. There's our miles and our calories. So that's what you're going to cycle through each time. Now let me actually go ahead and sync it back with my phone with the app so we can test another process. This uses the Zeroner app right here. You're just going to download this from the App Store. Z-E-R-O-N-E-R. I'm going to show you how it shows a phone call, but I am going to cover part of it because my phone number is showing here and that's nobody's business but mine. So you see the little phone emblem there, and you can see it shows you the number and it will tell you the name if you have caller ID on there, on your phone. And then also for text, it's very similar. So that will let you know if you feel like getting up to go get your phone or not. You can't text back. You simply know that somebody is texting you and you know who it is, and you can even see part of the message. Now, you'll notice that it is flashing, that light. I'm going to tell it to not. You can tell it I just flipped off the remind light. You can flip off gesture control if, say, you find yourself waking up in the night when you gesture and turn it on. Sleep is auto. Time format, miles versus kilometers. You can change all of that right here. And I love that this app will actually give you bar graphs, so you can see at a glance when you're not quite cutting it right. You have your sports mode and your push reminder, so here's where you get to tell it that you do in fact want to know when somebody's calling you, when you have a message, Facebook, Skype, Twitter, WhatsApp, all that's in there. So putting it on is super easy. You're just going to push the metal brackets in the hole. It has a very wide range, so you can fit very small wrists, very wide wrists. It doesn't matter, and this is how it's going to look on. The button, completely physically able to do it. I just find that I would have preferred not to have to push so hard. But then again, I suppose that also prevents you from having accidents, no rubbing up against it and having things set off accidentally. So again, pros and cons. It really depends upon what you're looking for. Now that we've named all the pros and cons, hopefully that helps you decide if this is in fact the one you're looking for. If you want to be able to change out colors and you want it to be more accurate, then this is probably going to work for you.